Hi, I'm Eric D'Amato.
I'm the other one. You're not going to know which one, ever.
Well, I think they can tell from the voice it's you or Ruka.
No.
Oh, fair enough.
They'll never know. Don't look at the thumbnail.
And welcome back to Mindbreakers.
Yeah.
We've got another Stephen King for you.
Oh, boy.
Haven't done a Stephen King since Apt Pupil.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But this one's based on a short story.
Yippee.
From Night Shift.
Oh.
Just like the Mangler was.
Yeah. that's how...
It also somehow spun off into a fucking franchise. It's the 1991 TV movie.
Oh, it's a TV movie?
With 5.7 out of 10.
Okay.
Sometimes they come back.
I see.
Teens from Hell mark schoolteacher Jim Norman and his family.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
It's got no one I know.
Yippee.
A lot of them are just their pictures are them from this movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Tim Matheson. Who's Tim Matheson? What have you done, Mr. Tim?
Can't say I've ever heard of it. Or heard of him, I mean.
West Wing, National Lampoon's Animal House, Heart of Dixie, Virgin River. That's what he's known for. Alright, fair enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is one of the stories in Night Shift, my favorite compilation.
Yeah.
A lot of stories that somehow get well known and adapted are actually from that. Lawnmower Man, even though that's barely an adaptation. Graveyard Shift is from that.
Oh, Graveyard Shift's in there, okay.
Children of the Corn is from that.
Oh, shit.
Maximum Overdrive is from that. It was called Trucks originally.
Just Trucks.
Just Trucks.
Oh, yeah.
It was the 70s when he was still a young writer.
Yeah, fair enough, yeah.
But it's a lot of fun stuff in that. A lot of fun stuff in that one. This one, not one of my favorite stories, but it's fine. There are no really bad stories in Night Shift.
Fair.
So I guess, but let's watch this.
Yeah, I'm always down for King. You know how it is. Yep. It's always usually a good time, even if it's not that great.
Except for Dreamcatcher.
Oh, fuck yeah.
But hey, look, in defense of the movie, the book was shit too.
Yeah, I'm sure. Man.
It's very possible with it making an adaptation to take gold and turn it into shit.
Yeah.
I've never seen someone take shit and turn it into gold.
Yeah.
Now, they can take one thing and turn it into something completely unrelated.
Yeah.
Like they did with Running Man, but somehow Running Man turned out amazing.
Yeah.
That's just the Running Man is. But hey, let's watch Night Shift.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm down.
Not Night Shift. Sometimes they come back.
Yeah, sometimes they come back.
Let's watch this.
Yep.
From Stephen King, the modern master of terror, creator of Pet Sematary and Misery, comes an all-new excursion to the place where horror comes alive. This used to be a nice little town, but for Jim Norman, it holds a terrifying secret. Now, 27 years later, he's come back with his family. But they won't be alone.
Driving in person, Mr. Norman.
All he wants is a chance for a new beginning.
I don't want to dream! You're dead!
Now, the things that haunt him are about to begin. All over again.
Mr. Norman.
Can Jimmy come out and play? Starting again, isn't it?
Jimmy, what's wrong?
If someone seems like they're in trouble, they probably are. Why are they after you?
They killed Billy, they killed Kate, and now they want me. Seems they're here to finish up some old business, and we're part of the plan. Something's left unsettled. Sometimes they come back.
Tim Matheson, Brooke Adams, Robert Russler, and William Sanderson. Sometimes they come back.
I've been waiting for you, son.
Well, that had a much happier ending than I was expecting, having read the story.
That was confusing as fuck. I mean, I'm sure it was more confusing to you,
Yeah.
but it was really confusing.
Well, it wasn't confusing to me because you got to the point right at the beginning of the movie where he's returning to his hometown.
Oh yeah.
Where I'm like, well, we're going completely off, and he has a kid, and he has a son. Like, well, we're completely off script.
I meant more like confusing as to like you having the source material and you're going, that wasn't like that. Why are we doing?
Well, I mean, as soon as they went back to the town and he had a son, I was like, well, let's just chuck the source material. We're not going to need that. So we begin with a high school teacher returning to his hometown in Maine with his wife and son, and this is totally not a budget The Shining. What are you talking about?
No.
Because it's the only teaching job you can get. And it also quickly has a flashback of when he and his brother, this is Jimmy Norman.
Jimmy Norman and Wayne Norman.
He and his brother Wayne went out to return some library books for 12 cents. And they're taking a shortcut through a train tunnel. And then some
greasers.
Basic, like, some of the most one-note Stephen King bullies show up. And like, yo, give us your money. And they're like, we only have 12 cents. And then they stab
Wayne.
Wayne. And one was like, dude, the fuck? And he runs off.
Yeah, and the guy who stabbed him was like, he deserved it. He deserved it.
The kid's gonna rat on us. I'm gonna kill the kid now. And then Jimmy sees that they dropped their car key, so he picks it up and runs off while the train comes and kills the bullies.
Yep.
Because karma came just immediately, apparently.
Wayne dies.
Wayne dies, and so do the bullies, and then they go to their new house, which is kind of shitty.
Yep. It's a real fixer-upper.
Yeah. They leave the thing they leave the kid in his room, and that's fine. But you notice that there's like black mold on the wall right near his bed. And apparently the light is turned off with a bungee cord. Like it's garage. What?
I don't know, but the kid's fine with it.
Alright.
They start talking about how the house is a real fixer-upper. Yeah. He goes to school to go do his job.
Apparently he had an incident in Chicago.
Yeah. Probably. Do we ever find out the incident in the movie?
No.
You find out in the book?
It never happened in the book.
Oh, right.
What he had was a nervous breakdown in the book. Because he was teaching in like an inner city school. Like one of those schools where like a teacher's gonna they're gonna make a movie in like the 90s, and a teacher's gonna show up and like show the kids who kind of suck how to be cool, like good students.
How do I reach these kids?
Yeah, it's basically it's how do I reach you, but a realistic version where you fucking don't.
Yeah, who has a nervous breakdown.
Mainly because the reason the book was I'm gonna try not to compare it because there's basically no connection.
Yeah.
But where the kid. Some of the bad kids broke one of the good kids' guitars, and he tried to intervene and got punched in the face and had a mental breakdown.
Well, yeah. Understandable. But in this one, I guess it's somewhat hinted towards as an anger issue.
It seems like it's from the book of the book version of The Shining.
Yeah.
Where he gets he fails a kid for cheating on his exam.
Yeah.
And then he goes to the car and he sees the kid puncturing his tires.
Yeah.
So he just destroys the child.
I haven't read the book, so I didn't realize it's like he just beats the shit out of
Yeah, he
him.
beats the shit out of the
Damn.
kid. Like curb stomps the kid, and he gets fired.
Yeah. Yeah, like in this one, the jocks are being too rowdy, so he breaks a ruler, I think, or a pointing stick.
So hey, we gotta just pass us. Well, I will pass you. All right, if you do the work, pass us anyway. No.
No. You will do the work. And I am teacher.
There's one kid who looks like older John. He looks like what John Connor should have looked like in Terminator 3.
Yeah.
Like not in the future, but in the modern day.
Got a big ass mullet on his head. No right being that big.
An earring, a very dangly earring in one ear, which I get it, the one earring thing is cool, but don't have such a big dangly earring if it's if only for the sake of your fucking head balance, man.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
You also think a musician because he carries a guitar.
He carries a guitar around. I honestly thought they were going to bring in the bullies breaking the guitar with him, but
yeah. Now that you say it, would I would have seen that coming if I read it. Yeah.
So they talk is the thing.
He has a flashback to. That's when we get the full flashback of what happened. I think he has psychic powers.
No psychic powers.
But he sees where she dies. And later.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
That's why I said I think he has.
I guess I'll assume you're right.
But stuff happens, and then we cut to another day in school where we find out Chip's been failing, and his coach suspended him from playing for 3 days. And he looks at him and goes, "Well,
I'm gonna fucking kill you." It's like, come on.
All right, I'll tell your coach that you're gonna fucking kill me. What do you think's gonna happen?
It's like, hey, remember why I'm here? Well, you're here to teach us. This isn't the same, but yeah, you're here to teach us. No, you remember why I'm here in Maine? Yeah, because I got fired from Chicago for killing a child.
He brings him.
I once killed a man with this thumb. I gotta watch Ratatouille again.
But then the jocks leave, and the kid you mentioned with the guitar and stuff comes in, starts talking to him a bit.
Yeah.
Talks about music and how cool it is. He tells him you should learn how to play that one song that you were listening to. It's really good. And he rides off and realizes he dropped his wallet.
Yeah, he's like, oh, yo, dude, your wallet.
And he chases after him in his car.
But unfortunately, the kid only knows the one song.
Yeah, he sure does.
Wonderwall. It's always Wonderwall.
And he's got his little headphones on him.
Well, no, he knows Free Fallin'.
Yeah, Free Fallin'. He sure does.
So he's going after them, but there's a black car with badly painted flames on the sides.
And actual fire.
Yeah, that shoots out the back.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if the flames that shoot out the back are because the car is from hell or because they fucked with the engine. I'm not sure.
Could be both.
Though I do kind of like the touch of the flames are badly painted on.
Yeah.
Because, this isn't like auto body. Like, they went, this is like the fucking dick did it himself.
Yeah,
of course.
this is the bully. Like, the guys did it themselves.
Yeah,
they
of course
thought
it's
it was
going to look bad.
They chase him, and Jimmy.
Weirdly, that's not what it's supposed to look like.
Oh yeah, you didn't. Yeah,
it's just black, but it has snake eyes written on it.
Ah, okay.
That's a minor change.
Yeah.
Really.
But Jimmy's chasing after him because he sees the car as well.
But no one else sees the black car.
No.
So they just think he's chasing down the kid.
It's very much like SpongeBob. He's gonna kick my butt moment when he just look around and see old man Jenkins. This is guy.
And so all the terrible inhabitants of Bikini Bottom kill Mr. Jenkins.
Yeah. But they chase him off a bridge.
He owes us favors. Get him.
Yeah. They chase him off a bridge.
Yep.
He dies. As you mentioned, he died with his eyes open.
Which you never see in made-for-TV stuff. You're not allowed to do that usually.
Yeah.
I'm kind of, as much as I didn't like this one, I kind of appreciate they didn't do the usual cliched thing, where someone on like a bike or rollerblade or a skateboard falls off a thing and dies, and then you see the wheel on the thing go, and then stop. This didn't do that.
Yeah, no. Just see the dead body all crumpled up and
the wheel's still rolling.
And the wheel's still rolling.
I appreciate them not doing the cliche.
Yeah. Jimmy tells him that there was another car that rode him off the edge. But
no one saw anything. And that's That's real funny, Mr. Norman, because no one else saw that.
What else saw that?
My wife.
My wife told. Yeah,
She's talking about
got
paranormal
the
activities. Got this thing about ghosts.
You know what ghosts are?
I think a ghost killed your brother. I think a ghost killed this kid. Ghost the kid killed your brother.
Ghost of the kids that killed your brother, killed your kid.
Yeah, I know. It sounds weird, but I just got back from Japan. I was busting this thing about this kid who writes people's names in a notebook and they die. Wildest thing I ever saw.
Wildest thing I ever saw.
But hey.
Oh, no. Jimmy, and then Jimmy heads into class and he goes, "Oh, you got a new transfer student that came in." Okay.
And it's one of the guys who did the murder when he was a child.
He threatens him. Well, not threatens him, but asks him why he keeps looking at him.
Why do you keep looking at me?
I'm not looking at you. Yeah, you are. Yeah, teacher, you. And then luckily, what's her name? Jessica?
Yeah,
she intervenes because she's like, "What, you mean fucking weird? Stop it."
And though the jock guy kind of likes, he's kind of cool with this new kid.
Yeah, I mean, like,
he just laughs at his jokes and shit.
He's not like the other kid later who pulls out a switch knife and fucking like he's kind of vibing with the kids as well. But obviously Jimmy recognizes him and he's like, "There's no fucking way. It's the same guy. Just impossible." But
so
whatever.
next, Jessica's killed.
Yeah, he runs into her at night. Went to go buy cigarettes.
And it's really weird because they look to be the same fucking age.
Yeah.
It's also the cops notice him and we're thinking like, oh, what did they suspect him of killing? It's like, no, I think it's just because a high school student is being accosted by your teacher at night.
Yeah. When no one else around.
Nope.
But he starts getting these flashes of her being chased in a cornfield.
Because apparently we're in Children of the Corn now.
Yeah, but then he just wakes up at home, so it's a bad dream.
So I asked I had that question that only Blackwood Drunks and Steve Urkel can have.
How did I get here?
Did
I do that?
Did I do that?
Why?
Why do you do this?
It's the one thing you can't replace. He gets to school and sees that Jessica's missing.
Yep.
And he immediately goes into panic because he's like, "Oh shit, she's
And
gone."
then there's a Draco Malfoy's here now.
Yeah, Draco Malfoy's here, and immediately threatens him with a knife.
Yep.
And even the jock is kind of like, "Hey, you can't
just
sit
do
here.
that.
Like, you can't sit there. It's
Jessica's desk, though.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna sit here." And he pulls a knife, and he's just kind of like, "Oh fuck."
This is. You can't just pull knives on the teacher.
Yeah, like there's a scene before where he throws a ball at the teacher.
Yeah, but on orange.
On orange, and obviously he's pissed, and Chip thinks it's funny. But in Chip's mind, he wasn't ever aiming it at him. It was just
He just hit the thing and made it roll up.
Pulling a knife on a teacher, though, he's probably like, "Oh shit, things are gonna get bad." And boy, how'd he do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jessica's found. Jimmy finds her.
Yeah, hanging in a bar that has no fucking place existing outside of a slasher movie.
Yeah, and they just immediately assume both of them are suicide.
Yeah.
Because, the 16-year-old who's, like you said, 140 pounds, walked up to a barn with
no ladders.
No ladders, and no footing beneath her.
No.
Tied it up and jumped to break her neck.
Of course. It's like in fucking Jason 6, Friday the 13th 6, because they think Tommy is doing the murders.
Yeah.
And there's one guy who's just been put through a fucking wall. And it's like, you can't think this guy did that.
Yeah.
You can't think he did that. That's impossible. Or my favorite stupidly believing it's suicide is in Nightmare on Elm Street 3. Where they find it, the Welcome to Prime Time.
Yeah, is it the TV?
Because they find her having apparently jumped up 3 feet and smashed her head through a television.
It perfectly hung there too.
Yeah,
she stays in the TV. So
yeah, this is totally suicide.
Hey, she did that. Mm-hmm. No one else could have ever assisted in that.
It's totally possible for her to have flung herself with that much force.
Yep.
To do this
in a mental hospital.
Yes.
Yep. Definitely.
Or when they in like this fucking Hannibal book, he duct tapes the Italian cop to a dolly, puts a noose around his neck, cuts him open and throws him out, and the cops are like, clearly he duct taped himself to the dolly and committed harakiri before hanging himself. Excuse me?
This is like some fucking hard justice bullshit.
This is the kind of thing I'd expect, like Chief Wiggum.
Yeah.
Like, clearly we're dealing with some kind of supernatural creature.
Wow.
Most likely a mummy.
Most likely a mummy.
Or like in Sanford to say this, because they're lying to cover up the murder cult.
Yeah. Yeah, so Jessica's found. They heavily suspect Jimmy because he was able to find her.
He knew exactly where she was.
And he was chasing the other kid.
Yeah.
But then Chip shows up at his house and tells him, look, those guys know who you are.
They really don't like you.
They don't like you. They said you've known them for a while.
Which, doesn't make sense because they're like my age.
But I'm not arguing with them. And Jimmy looks at me and goes, do you think they're the ones who killed Jessica? And he's like, yeah. Alright, well, you need to tell the police. Fuck that.
I'm going to Kansas.
I'm going to Kansas. My brother lives there. I'm getting out of this shit.
But then he gets picked up by the two, and there's a third one who's like,
yeah.
hey, when you kill you, he's going to take your seat in class. And then they turn into, zombie faces. Two of them look kind of meh. One looks really fucking cool.
Yeah, the newest edition, I think. Yeah. Or the Draco Malfoy motherfucker.
I think it's the new one.
I think it's the new one, though.
It looks fun.
Yeah, his the jaw open and everything. Yeah, it's so fucking sick. There's a scene before that, because I brought it up. They were chasing it. They did run him over, and he stayed on the hood for a while. And I was mentioning, well, when they were chasing the kid on the bike, they didn't see the car, right?
They're seeing this kid.
They just saw the kid and the white van behind him.
Ah!
So is there a good chance that when this car was dragging him through the streets and there were cars around him, they just saw this teenage boy floating?
I'm thinking of that scene from Batman the Animated Series where he fights the Invisible Dude.
Yeah.
And you just see him, holding onto the car, the invisible car driving down. You just see two guys looking like, huh, I didn't know he could fly.
I hope it was like that, because that shit is fucking incredible. But they do stop near the bridge, and they're obviously going to kill the guys because they pull out the knife, and you're like, oh, he's going to stab him.
Then they just start yeeting pieces out of him out of the car.
It starts with an arm, and then a foot, and then a leg, and then his jacket, and then they just toss his head out. And it's pretty fucking funny, I gotta admit.
This is an Evil Dead scene, but from one of the funny Evil Deads.
And during all this, the cops do come to Jimmy's house and take him in for questioning and put him in jail.
Yep.
So he's got one fuck of an alibi to prove that he didn't kill these kids.
Well, he's not in jail, but he's being interrogated.
Well, he stays overnight, basically. Yeah. They keep him there. And when he goes to school the next day and he finds out Chip is missing, even the cop is like, oh yeah, you were right, Chip is gone, no one can find him. And he's like,
so let me guess, I have a new student.
Yeah,
there you are. Hello.
And he looks at the cop like, oh, so what, you think, am I off the hook? And he's like, yeah, you're off the hook. Hey, let us know if you think of anything or, remember something. And you're like, bro.
My wife.
And he walks to the boys' room to see the other guy there now.
Just hanging out.
Smoking.
And they're like, yo, we're going to kill your wife and kid. It's like, whoa, dude, I just came in to take a piss. What are you talking about?
And he pushes one against the locker, and the principal's like, rah.
And, well, they show up to his house at night when he's not there.
Yeah.
He goes to look for Mueller. First he goes to Nels, who was a cop who got shot in the fucking head, so now he can talk to ghosts.
And he knows that the boys have been back, because he's been waiting for it.
I honestly think there's a much more interesting movie going on with this character.
Yeah, same.
Than with whatever this is.
Guys, Jimmy's not dumb now. He realizes it's them, the guys who killed his brother, but he can't figure out why they're back. And Nels pretty much tells him it's because they're pissed off at you.
Yeah, and there's also that's Mueller. He didn't die, so you got to talk to him. He talks to him, he's like, yo, the guys are back. He's like, I don't want to know. Fuck you, go away.
And then he gets he tells his wife to lock the doors, hide everything, hide yourself.
Get the gun.
Yeah, he goes to his old house to try to find the key.
Finds some library books under the floorboards, which got to have
the most outrageous.
So many late fees.
So much late fees.
That's your house. You got to give your house to the library.
He finds the car key,
Yeah.
and he realizes, okay, I think I putting two and two together of what we got to do. Mueller shows up and he says, I got to be honest, I actually come by here every now and then because I just
drink and be
I
sad.
feel bad. Like, I really do feel bad about what happened. He's like, all right, well, you're coming with me because we got to put this shit right.
All right, I'll help you. And then the three guys come up like, yo, and they capture him.
Yeah.
Though and then they attack the house.
Attack the house. He shows up, shoots him,
Yeah.
and he's
But
like,
you
damn, that's
can't
crazy.
Kill the dead.
Anyway, we'll see you later. We literally did this to make sure you would show up later.
I will say the story handles this scene better because it's all done in a phone conversation. After, like, right before the wife is killed, she doesn't
Okay.
die in this version.
Yeah.
But it's if you touch her, I'll kill you. I thought you figured it out. I'm already dead.
Ah. Yeah, the movie showing the zombie faces kind of gives that away a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they had their backs, so
yeah,
we
and it's
saw
called
them
Sometimes
die.
They Come Back.
Yeah, and we saw them die, so. Yeah, he puts them in the church because he's smart.
Yep.
For once.
And they do show up to attack the church, and one guy tries to go in, and his foot immediately catches fire. And and they spend a lot of time like whacking the walls with sticks and making noise and shit. And it's like, guys, and the people like the mom and the son are acting all scared. It's like, look, they've already shown they cannot come in.
You just got to deal with the noise.
Just
now.
go up to like the tower or something, or to the fucking office and just chill. Doesn't matter. You're safe.
Sadly, the kid is stupid though.
Yeah,
Because the first time they realized they were there, he thought his dad came back.
Yeah.
She opened the door, and luckily they were there. And then they saw them leave, and then he's like, "Oh, Dad's back!" And he just opens the door, and she's like, "You fucking kid!"
Now they've captured both of them.
Yeah. Not before she gives him one deck in the face, which is fucking pretty good.
Then they all go to the train tunnel.
Yeah.
And
he also gets a fucking ghost vision of Wayne.
Yep.
For half a second.
And then they have this big showdown in the tunnel. Mueller gets stabbed, and it's like everyone they kill, someone gets to come back, and so Wayne comes back, and then the three get killed by the train.
Yeah, we just basically get a big reenactment of the original.
It's a lot better in the book because one, they're nowhere near this town. They're nowhere near this town. But he sets it up. He himself sets it up after summoning a demon to assist him. He sets it up with like a sound effect CD and a light and everything in a classroom at the school, and then they show up and it starts repeating itself, but like they're going through their lines and everything, completely go against their will. They're like, because they're saying the thing, but their face is like, what the fuck am I saying this for?
That's so sick.
Like it's a really good story. This movie does not do it justice.
Damn, I'll have to read it.
All of Night Shift is just definitely worth a read.
We do get a ghost train though.
Yep.
Big fan of the ghost train.
I heard of ghost trains, but this is ridiculous.
We do get a couple good live shots of the zombie forms, like the little decomposed ones.
Then Wayne's like talks to the kids like, "Hey, Jimmy." Is like, "He's not Jimmy. I'm Jimmy." But that's Jimmy's.
He's not Jimmy. Jimmy.
I'm
Jimmy.
Jimmy. It's like, hey, your hat. But that's Jimmy's hat. Yeah, I gave it to my son.
That's how this works. His name's Scott. He's named after our dad.
But you're not Jimmy. Jimmy's 9. It's like, well, yeah, time. Then time happens.
It's the 90s. It's been 27 years.
We have this thing now. It's called fucking Star Wars. You never believe it, man. It's amazing.
It's incredible. Picard. He had so much cool shit.
2 whole Star Treks.
Cool stars.
3 whole Star Treks.
3 whole Star Treks, yeah. We got Wrath of Khan, dude. It's big. And Jimmy's like, dude, I can't go back. It was lonely there. Like,
yeah, but you can't stay here, though. It's not... That's weird. All right, come with me. No.
No.
I got family.
But trust me. Listen, you're going... You're not
going to purgatory this time. You're going to fucking heaven. You'll be fine.
Yeah, Mom and Dad will be waiting for you.
And then it ends with, like, the Harry Potter Philosopher's Stone end credits.
Yeah, they're walking out of the... I swear it was almost like someone's going to crack a joke being like, this time I'll pay for the ice cream as they're walking out of the tunnel.
And like
Mueller's just dead in the background.
And the end credits music, I think at one point I said to Matt, I was like, it really sounds like the Hogwarts Express should be leaving, and we should see Hagrid from the back.
It's so fucking close to it though. Like I can see it.
And that was Sometimes They Come Back. There's 2 sequels. Hopefully the demon shows up in one of them. I know one of them has this red clawed hand on the poster. I hope that one has a demon. Yeah, this has a much happier ending than it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Like, there's some like happy ending changes, like in Cujo. Because in the book the kid dies, the movie the kid lives.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Honestly, the thing's based largely on suspense. Changing the twist, the ending, kind of works a bit.
Exactly. Yeah.
But this one's like it's this ending does not fit the fucking book it's from.
Yeah.
Because all of the Night Shift stories have Tales from the Crypt endings, like Twilight Zone endings and shit. And it's not right that this is just... This could have been a Lifetime movie. This is just Ghost Beach, but a full feature... Goosebumps Ghost Beach with feature length.
Because I know you said in the book, like in the story, he doesn't have a kid.
No.
And it's like, oh, that makes sense. Because in this one, the kid doesn't do anything except be just a plot device. Mm. And I'm kind of curious to see how it would have been without like a son to be there, or it's just him and the wife. Also, would have been nice, I guess, if the wife died, because that sounds like give him more kick in the ass to actually take this shit seriously.
Yeah, because that's why he in the book he ends up summoning the demon, because
he's literally got nothing.
I got nothing to lose anymore. But the problem is in the book, spoilers. Well, obviously spoilers for the movie and the book for this. The thing, like the ending's like, all right, you got rid of the ghosts by summoning the demon.
Now you got a demon.
Sometimes demons don't want to leave when the deal's done.
Yeah.
So,
like you brought him there. Now it's like, well, what do you think was going to happen? You're going to send him back? Like, you're not sending him back. You know how to? Probably not.
Well, you didn't research enough. It's not as bad as the Mangler was for this.
No, that was fucking.
The Mangler did not need a fucking human villain.
No,
but this.
I feel like if this is one of your first, like King things, you're probably not gonna hate it as much.
But you're also gonna have no reason to watch it.
That's it. But like us watching it, right? It's like we point to it and go, "Oh, that's The Shining."
Yeah.
Like, that's
because I was gonna say about it, like, no one's gonna watch this if they because. My suggestion was, if you're not already a fan of King, you're going to find nothing in this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We've definitely seen better King stuff.
Seen worse, but
some worse.
This is... Hopefully the sequels at least get interesting.
Yeah.
Because it was made for TV, and you could really fucking tell.
Oh yeah, we literally had commercial cuts. Like, you can see...
Well, that's fine, but I just mean general quality and
but
quality.
I mean I just mean like something big happens, you're like, oh, but then you're supposed to be like suspensed by like the time break that you get. But this one is just like cuts right to it. And you're like, oh, okay.
And there's something weird about Stephen King happy endings.
Yeah,
they don't feel right.
No, I get you. Yeah.
I can give it to one, and that's The Stand.
Mm.
That's not the ending from the book. The ending of the book makes it pretty circular because Flag's back.
Yeah.
But it's a mini series. People have been tuning in for 4 fucking nights. Give them the the hope for the future kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right?
That makes sense. Yeah.
Also, it's a post-apocalyptic story. Like,
no, this was a film.
Something that's like more generally epic in tone. Because this is like one dude and his family.
Yeah.
In a small town. It's The Stand. It's the world.
Yeah.
Like.
I don't know. It was okay. Not even. It was meh.
No, it was Sometimes They Come Back.
It was Sometimes They Come Back. Only sometimes. Not all the time.
I was really looking forward to seeing the fucking demon.
Same. Well, not same, but
maybe in the sequel.
I wish I could have said same.
There's a reason I didn't tell you, because you would have also been disappointed by lack of demon.
Right, absolutely, yeah.
But yeah, that's Sometimes They Come Back. 1991. Yep. See you next time.
Bye.